Shadows grow long as the sun dips low, eyes to my fire and huddle against the cold. I hear a ghostly howl, clear and stark, my only companion in the long dark. He is at home with his solitude, is the note reverberating inside a bell. Well, isn't this a great way to start the series? Oh boy. Things are not going as planned. I was not supposed to come down in this sort of weather. Shelter. Shelter's good. Hey! Hatchet firewood. Great. Okay, let's get this started. Use that accelerant because I do not want to waste that tinder plug. Okay! Alrighty, what time is it? 7 a.m. Alright, well, allow me to explain. Oh, as I was saying, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Shepard, John Shepard, and this is my survival series. This is a bit of a different season for us. This time we're in the northern Canadian wilderness. I forget precisely where we are. Sorry, my mind's a little distracted. But for this particular season... Sorry, I'm just... For this particular season, we're doing something a little different. I'm not in a place that's entirely just untouched by human hands. This is actually, as you can tell, there's a structure here. If it's burned out. This is for this season... Sorry, I keep thinking I hear stuff. For this season, we're dealing with an abandoned wildlife park, an abandoned forestry park. The reason for that is sometimes you won't find yourself in total wilderness. You'll find yourself in places that have been touched by human hands, and there are dangers associated with that, and there are advantages associated with that, and I'm going to teach you about those. Anyway, I want to keep this fire going, so I'm going to forage for some wood while we have time. Finding that hatchet was really useful. That's going to really help us out here for this task. The wind is just refusing to go away. I think it's dying down now. Hope it is. Anyway, while we've got this fire going... Anyway! Sorry. Okay, so first things first. When you're in this sort of area, people will usually have tools laying around. As you can see, I found that hatchet here. So, if you can find like a shed or a shack... Oh god, that wolf is right there. Okay, we're gonna stay here. I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted. We do not want to stay here. Well, I've got this fire going. I'm gonna melt some water. First things first, you want some water. You want to get some water, you want to keep that on you. Water is the stuff of life. Water is what helps you survive. So you want to melt some water? You want to boil some water? Find something to boil it in? That wolf is gone. No, he isn't. He's not gone. Going to avoid him. God damn, it's so cold. What the hell's going on? It's a stump. Okay, that's a stump. That's a stump. We're fine. We're good. Sorry. Okay. I believe... what was I going to do? I'm so off script. Okay. Think. Get back on script. That'll help you sort things out. Alright. Alright. Equipment. Yes, this season is a little different. We also have some new equipment for this season. I have a new head camera. This new head camera is going to... It can stand up to all kinds of punishment. This head camera is the toughest on the market. It's actually military surplus. Resistant to cold, resistant to heat, shock resistant. It can stand up even to an electromagnetic pulse. I mean, this is the real deal when it comes to when you want something to be proved against the apocalypse. That's why we're using it. Also military surplus is my condition tracking hardware. This stuff is designed to keep track of core body temperature, which is going up really fast, calorie intake and usage. I eat, I put in how many calories I think that is, and it'll track that, and it'll track how many I'm using based on my activity and based on the temperature. I do not know where I'm going. I just want to avoid. Let's try and get up on this hill here. See if we can get out of this valley and get a look around. And it'll track the dehydration based on my activity and the temperature. It's some really heavy-duty stuff, and again, military surplus. It's proved against anything. It's got a watch and a thermometer on it too. Battery should last it for more than enough time that this series will be going for. Man. I want to apologize for the rather rushed nature of this, by the way. We had some turbulence on our way in, and I kind of had it jump out a little prematurely, but hopefully things progress a little bit more normally from here on in. Look at that. There's a, I think that's a hunter's cabin. This is definitely a hunting spot. Somebody used this place to hunt. They have their cabin there, which I'm going to be wanting to get into. I wanted to check out that shed, but I think this cabin will be an easier spot to do so. As I was saying, the point of this season is to teach you how to survive in a not total wilderness. There's going to be people around here. Or not so much people around here, but their hands have touched this land. There's stuff here that you can use that you wouldn't find in total wilderness. In the verdant, untouched landscape. Alright. Let's take a look around. Oh man, this is some good stuff actually. What we have here is a hunting knife. This is going to be handy. I know what you're thinking. Shepard, you're stealing from this guy. I'm not stealing from anybody. The lawyers have assured me they've checked out everything. If I'm in anything that I find here, they've got permission. I've got permission to take. Any damages, anything, we've got it handled. Everything will be taken care of. Alright. Rifle ammunition. Yep, this is definitely somebody's hunting shed. Let's go over what we have found here. I just picked up a tinder plug from over here. You can't start a fire without it. You need to have some kind of tinder. Get antibiotics. Bandage. Antiseptic. These will be useful if I get hurt. You'll want to keep these sorts of things. Now, if I get hurt, I'll be throwing down a flare, and hopefully my rescue crew will be flying overhead and see it. There's a locker, but it's locked. Well, not getting into that. Let's check this first aid kit. More antibiotics. Painkillers. Candy bar! That's good. That's really useful. Really handy, that. Peaches! Pinnacle peaches. Canned food is the sort of stuff that will survive just about anything. So if you can find canned food, you can be fairly certain that it's still good. We've got a can opener. It's a lot better to open up a can with than, say, our knife. You can automatically see why finding something like an abandoned shack, finding some kind of civilization, is more useful or better for your survival than just trying to survive out in the wilderness. I know people have complained about that before, but it's not realistic to just trying to survive out in the wilderness. It isn't. This is what you want to do. You want to find civilization. That's what you want to learn how to do, even if it's just abandoned civilization. And I'm going to be teaching you how to survive in that sort of scenario. Cloth. This could be used for making bandages or maybe fixing my clothes if they get damaged. Scrap metal. Could be useful. Mittens! Alright! Now that's really handy. Magnifying glass. You can use this to start a fire during the daylight. I'm certain people have, you know, if you're familiar with a magnifying glass, you probably used one to, maybe if you were a little kid, light ants on fire or something like that. Cardboard matches. Handy. Flare. Spare one of these can't hurt. Simple tools. I could maybe use this to repair some of the tools I've picked up. Snare. Now, I want to try and preserve wildlife while I'm here. So what I want to do is pick this up and set it aside. It's sort of sitting on that candy bar that I want to use. I want to grab. Here we go. Energy bar. Energy bars are great. Lots of calories, not very heavy. Beef jerky. Also, fair amount of calories, not very heavy. Wool sweater. I've got a wool sweater on, but this I could break this down for cloth and use it to actually fix my current sweater. Lantern fuel. Small bottle of kerosene. You can use this to maybe start a fire. Or if you find a lantern, you can use it for your lantern. Reclaimed wood. That'll be useful. Backpack. What's in this backpack? Fishing tackle. Candy bar. If I can find something to fish in, that might be handy. Safe newsprint. This is useful. This will be good. Safe. Alright. I think we've just about cleared out everything in here. We've warmed up a little. I'm gonna drink some of our water. Yeah, that's good. There's a reason I got that water. Water is the stuff of life. You need water to survive. Without it, you die. And it can be hard to come by in this sort of a wilderness. Alright. And it's warmed up a little outside. Let's go check out that shed. Hasn't warmed up a whole lot. But it's a little better. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Looks like there's a kill in here. This shouldn't be the case. Maybe a wolf dragged it in here. Looking for some shelter in the cold. It's quite possible. Wolves are not dumb animals. They're very smart. Thing up here? Not that I can see. Well, let's see if this wolf left anything left for us. 2 pounds. 2 pounds of raw meat. We can use that. We can cook that up and eat it. While we're out here, we'll probably want to harvest some wood. I'm not going to show you that. You know how to cut wood, cut down trees. You've seen my shows before. On second thought, no. Let's not do that. We've got plenty of reclaimed wood. There's wood inside, and I can show you about that, actually. Okay, well, what was I saying before? Oh, yes, water. You would think that there isn't much water. You would think that the water is going to be frozen. You can't get to it. You can't drink it. Well, if you can get a fire going, you can melt water, and you're going to want to boil it next, because it won't be very sanitary. Animals have been walking all over it. Now we're in here. Okay. Can I apologize for being so distracted with this mess? It's just been terrible. Use some kerosene, get this fire started. That to the fire. Let's cook up some venison. Hey! Warm ourselves up. Nice and heavy on the calories. These deer have probably been spending a lot of... They spent their fall trying to get fattened up. So they've got plenty of calories in them. We also want to eat whatever has a lot of calories additionally. Let's have some beef jerky. Beef jerky is good. You like beef jerky. And then, candy bar for dessert. What'd I tell you? Anyway, it's 1:15 p.m. Day's going along. Alright. Drink a little bit. Now, notice the safe here. Now, I don't want to cause any trouble, but it's possible to crack these safes. You want to know how to do that if you're in a situation where you think that there might be something useful for you in a safe. There's something that could help you to survive. So I'm going to show you. Put your ear up against this thing. Slowly turn it. Gotta keep dead quiet. Ah, I missed it. Did you hear that click? That was the tumbler turning over. By the way, for all you safety nuts out there, or all you security nuts out there, This is why you don't have anything important in one of these safes. You want to have a lock safe, a key safe, not one of these combination locks like this. Ah, damn it! Alrighty, let's go back. The other one was 45 or something like that, right? Okay. Aha! Let's be careful. We don't want to accidentally skip it. And now we get it open. Insulated boots. Flare. Now those boots are really useful. As you can see, I'm just wearing normal, basic hiking boots. These insulated boots are going to be warmer, they'll be more resistant to the wind chill. All in all, these are better things to have. Let's wear these mittens too. Alright, we are set. We're good. Lesson number 2 about surviving in this sort of a situation. As long as you can, you want to stay inside where it's warm. You should only go out to scavenge for supplies. So with that in mind, I'm probably going to take a nap here. It's still warm. Gather up some energy. And you know what? No, never mind. I'm warm. I've got food in my belly. I'm good. Let's see if we can't find anything else out here. Let's just keep looking around. There's that wolf again. Let's go this way. That is, by the way, is why you want to stay inside. Because wildlife will try and get you. I'm sure that wolf would go walk the other way. He doesn't want to fight me. I don't want to fight him. We're both large, dangerous animals. But we don't want to provoke him. We can avoid him. That's better than him avoiding us. I'm just going to look around a little bit, see if I can't find anything useful. Doesn't look like it. Damn. Starting to go a little snowblind. Temperature's good though. Temperature's nice. Temperature's good. Let's watch the patterns of that wolf over there. And I just realized if this is going to be a common thing, this is a nice place to set up shop. Let's not do that. Let's keep going. Let's avoid him. Let's press on. Not leaving anything behind. Taking everything with me. You don't want to see me sitting there. Besides, we only have maybe a day's worth of food in there. And while one more day's worth of food is good, you don't want to be stuck with that. You want to have at least enough food to last you maybe 2 days, because then you can rest and recuperate, and then you can press on and find more food and still be okay if you don't find quite enough. So let's keep going. Pressing along. That hunter's shed can't be too far from some kind of site. It's probably a carcass of some sort there that those crows are paying attention to. If we're lucky, the wolf will be more interested in that than in us. There's a lot of carcasses around. That is something we can butcher maybe more? No, wait. What the hell? This guy's dead. This isn't a dummy either. What the hell's going on here? I see a wallet on him. What the hell? No phone, nothing. I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this one bit. Oh, and of course, the wind picks up. There's another wolf over there, too. Just what we need. Think, Shepard, think. Okay. There's got to be some kind of better shelter somewhere here. I'm going to keep going. Normally you don't want to be walking into the wind like this, but I have to avoid that wolf. He is a threat that I cannot afford to engage. Another corpse. What the hell's going on here? Touching the plug. Finding fuel. Now, here's an example of what you shouldn't do. You shouldn't run. Running's bad. Running burns calories. I'm gonna jog little bits here. Try and get ahead a little bit more. Is that where we started? That's where we started. We just walked a circle. It's probably the wolf that we saw cutting into that. Huh. Yeah, that's our spot. This is our little spot. I wonder where that deer corpse is. Oh, the wolves probably dragged it off. Picked it clean. Alright, let's keep going. Temperature's evening out, but it is starting to get a little late. Not to mention the fact that the buffer memory on my camera is probably running up the timer. Sorry about that. That deer meat's giving me gas. Sun's starting to go down. If we can get up this hill, we might be able to see where we want to go next. Nothing. Really, your only option in this sort of wilderness is to find civilization. You don't really have the equipment to survive long term out here. If you don't have it to start with. This is not a place that man can survive without his tools. This hill is too steep. I want to get up here and look around. Oh great, the trees are too dense. Might be a clearing up ahead though. Those railways? Aha! I knew I was heading in the right direction to somewhere. Knew that place couldn't be too far from some sort of just anything. There's got to be some place that really marks the map. Not a moment too soon either. It's starting to get dark. I know what I said about running, but I'm just so excited. See those people dead really unnerved me. This isn't normal. This isn't... Something's wrong. Camp office. This is some kind of camping site. Maybe a kids camp. I can't read that. That's really been messed up. Jerry can full of lantern fuel. Imagine. Maybe it's full of nope, that's kerosene. Pork and beans. Food. Let's see what's in this. Matches. Cloth. Alright. That's not bad. Not bad at all. A fishing line. Storm lantern. Some wood. Newspapers. I can use these to start a fire with. You can also you want to really tear those up and make look at this accelerant. This will really help with starting fires too. But anyway, you want to really tear up newspaper because you can get it smaller and better to start a fire with. What's this? Antiseptic. We've got plenty of that. I haven't gotten hurt, and if I do get hurt, I'll call on the guys. Guys will come get me. If you did get hurt, this would be useful for cleaning the wound. I'm sure you know how to use antiseptic. Oh, come on. You've got to be kidding me. This guy have a wallet? No, nothing. Getting really unnerved now. Something's just not right. This shouldn't be happening. This was supposed to be an abandoned place. There wasn't supposed to be any people here. Certainly not dead people. The hell is going on? I am less than happy right now. We get this sorted out. I get picked back up. You know, screw getting picked back up. Starting to get dark. Screw getting picked back up. I'm throwing out my flares. Rescue team will see that. They'll come running. I'm getting out of here. I'm not going to put up with this. Look, the rescue team sees that. They come. I get out of here. We get this sorted out. Somebody has screwed the hell up. I want to talk to my manager. I want to talk to the producers. Figure out what the hell's going on. Get this thing off of my head.